is what is it? It's Sunday night.
What time is it?
6:30. 6:30 here in Colorado, and me and Sean are hanging out down here at the shop, and we're gonna answer some of your questions. We're gonna talk about the giveaway. We're gonna talk about some future plans. Let me throw the chat up right here. Let's see, top chat, live chat.
This one's the perfect gift for the
Uh-oh.
friend who's been getting
You guys might be getting ads right now, which is good. Here, let me make sure my chat is on so I could see live chat, top chat. Okay, there we go. What's up, you guys? Get Koenig Ampliform and BC Racing coils. That's right. So if you guys didn't know, if you would like some car parts to get entered, if you guys essentially don't want to buy T-shirts or stickers or hats or hoodies or leggings or any of that other stuff to get entered for the giveaway, you can buy some car parts on motionoutperformance.com. You get coilovers. You could get, what else can they get? Coilovers,
Standalone,
injectors,
ECU.
ECU Master ECUs. They got plug and play adapters. So if you have a 2JZ GTE VVTi and you want a ECU Master EMU Black, and that's a plug and play thing, you basically plug it in. You want some pop and bang tune. You want a K series plug and play adapter. They have SR20. They have 4G63. They have all kinds of adapters and stuff like that. So all of that is on motionautoperformance.com, as well as motionautotv.com is where we sell basically our hats, our merch, the Boost Weather hoodies. That's a favorite thing. We sell these water bottles right here, these little aqua flask type things. Or maybe should this be like QVC? We'll just like sit here and show everything.
Offer.
Greg from Rocky Mountain, he said good job and gave us $5. Appreciate that super chat, Greg. And we got an order for $34.53 on our online store. So I have my Shopify notifications, so they just pop up. Alex Christopher said, I missed your old content. Elaborate on that. Do you miss me rambling for 2 hours? 30-minute videos of sanding primer on the Supra that everybody seemed to hate in the comments? What's up, brothers? Loving the build and all the videos. Thanks, Tone Frog. Hope I win the Evo. I want a precision turbo though. Oh man, have you ever seen? So I haven't personally had any experiences with precision turbos. One of my buddies had one, had to have it sent out to get rebuilt, and it's one of those things when oh look, I just got a notification from my live stream. I feel like when you're buying like a used precision turbo, they're just like, oh, we just sent it out and it was just rebuilt. It's checked out, ready to go. It's brand new now. Kind of like when you're buying like a Subaru STI or something. Like you buy a Subaru STI and it has like 100,000 miles on it, and they're like, it's got a fresh engine with like 20,000 miles on it. You're like, it has a fresh engine and it only has 100,000 miles on it. Like they're just like, it's like you change your oil, and that's like what you have to do with precision turbos and Subaru STIs is like you gotta rebuild them all the time, I guess. I drove the wagon while you slept. I want to go fast. Yeah. Hey guys, shout out from Jamaica. How you guys doing? Please all seatbelt. I'm relearning to walk because I didn't. Yeah, we wear seatbelts in pretty much everything that we do. So, Sean, you wear your seatbelt, right?
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Most of the time, yeah.
I don't want to enter to win the Evo because there wasn't any real content on it, and it's not a Motion Auto Evo, unlike the wagon. So that's what Jason just said that. So we went live on Instagram right before that. But Sean, what was the mentality that
as far as
like why we bought that Evo, like building an Evo?
Because we're doing the Evo wagon build alongside the giveaway, and we were hoping that the Evo wagon build was going to be done a lot closer to this time when this giveaway was done. Unfortunately, it didn't happen that way, because if you guys watch the videos, obviously all of the things that we've ran into since we started the build, it's still plugging along. We're still going to get it done as fast as we can in a timely manner, but unfortunately we weren't able to get it done in time for the giveaway to end, so we could have the build side by side with the giveaway. But that is the reason there isn't so much content with the giveaway car, is we're focusing more on the Evo wagon build as opposed to just the giveaway car.
And kind of the idea was build one and give one, you know. So and each other, especially trying to do a proper 700 horsepower build at the same time as building the Evo wagon. So I don't know. I mean, I've back and forth. There's been a couple guys on some of the other comment or that's been commenting, and maybe it's one of you or or maybe it was you. Basically said the same thing that this wasn't like a Motion Auto TV giveaway because we essentially didn't really do much to other than kind of give it like the stamp of approval, of like, damn, this thing's fast. It makes 735 horsepower, super legit, super, tons of awesome parts in it. And it just, to me, it made sense because you could not build that car for the price that we got it for, but also it had such good parts. And I think being as built as it was, like, it was about the same price as you could get like a stock, like a stock one.
I do.
And it was appreciate that Brandon Hicks. He sent a $20 super chat, as well as C4 Productions. Charles,
what's up, man?
He sent a $5 super chat, and he said you guys have to get entered to win this thing. So if you guys see the little super chat button where it has like this is basically a comment. So if you guys want to send your appreciation, show your support, get your. I know a lot of times I don't answer every single question in the chat just because
so many of them.
It starts popping, it starts kind of scrolling through. But if you guys have a super chat, or if you want to send a question that you actually want me to answer, or me, I try to answer them all, but obviously I can't. They go through. So if you want something answered for sure, a super chat is definitely the way, and we appreciate the support. So Tony sent a $10 super chat. Appreciate that, Tony. Do you think CSS is worth it? I have a K24 with forged internals and want to make a reliable 500 that will last me a long time. So the K24 in my Civic, or the K20 in the Civic made 620 or whatever for like a week, but then I did some like rolling anti-lag things and it shot the rods out of it. So I would say my current car right now at like 38 pounds of boost on that giant turbo, it's probably making over 800 horse, and it's on a stock sleeves with a tapped in block guard. So basically they tapped in the block guard at the machine shop and then just bored it, and then we put the pistons in it, and then that's been it. So if this hits $1,000, I'll get in the car and crash this live feed. I remember, so that we did a live stream. I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago, and somebody paid me like $800 to shave my beard, like live on YouTube, and it was literally like, it was this Sunday live stream. I was just at home with Jamie and Carson, and obviously that was like 2-3 years ago. So Carson was just really young. I think she was 6 or 8 months old, and some guy was like, I was like, if we get to $800, I'll shave my beard, and he was just like, boop, like $800, just like he ended up donating like 3 times, but it totaled $800, and then I shaved my thing. So if you remember that, I know Shuba, he said that Shuba 097 said he remembers that. So love you guys' work. Kyle Klein said one of y'all's got to wear them leggings.
If I do it, Trevor's doing it with me. So we'll see what happens when we get him in stock.
So I told him we're doing a live stream on Instagram before we hopped over here, and we basically said that if we get 100 Patreons over on the Patreon, the link should be in the description of this video under the vlog channel link. But if we get 100 Patreons, Sean will wear the leggings that we're currently selling on motionautotv.com. I'm not sure about me. I don't know.
If I'm doing it, you're doing it. So that's how it's going. Buddy.
But if you guys haven't seen the leggings that we got, if you guys have a girlfriend and she's mad because you're spending a bunch of money on stuff for you,
now you can buy her some stuff.
You get her some stuff. So if you go to the website and you go to new and you go to the 3rd page,
this is like how to shave both of y'all's off.
So we have leggings on motionautotv.com. So you guys head over to motionautotv.com. You see the leggings right there. So, and you can see someone from Newton, wherever that was, they just bought something. So we'd almost have this as like if you want a shout out, you just buy something on there.
And it'll pop up.
And it'll pop up. But yeah. If you guys haven't been on motionautotv.com, you can win this Evo. 10 times entries. This is basically the second to last day. There's less than, let's see, 1 day and 5 hours left to get entered for this thing. 1,000 cash money if you slide the entire Villains wall drift week. I'll be there. I mean, maybe it depends. So that was a question I posted on the I posted on, hey Ty, Ty's on here. How you doing, Brad? What did Brad do the last giveaway? Brad has bought like, I forget what it was, something crazy.
Brad.
Like Brad Thacker, he's
Oh,
a guy
okay.
who comments in here. He commented something, and I was like, I remember that name, and I searched his name on the on like the orders list, and he has like 17 orders. He's ordered like 17 times for the giveaway, which is awesome.
That is awesome. We appreciate it.
So I appreciate it, Brad. Sorry, I had to tend to the thing. But what should I essentially take? Should I do the K-swapped S14, the C6 Z06, which is currently in Florida, so I'd have to go get it from Florida and then bring it to basically the Pacific Northwest, so like a 50-hour drive, like from corner to corner, and then or the diesel wagons. So the OM606 swapped turbo diesel Mercedes wagon, which would be sick. That'd be cool. Like
That would be awesome.
like a roof rack with like wheels and
Yeah.
tires and stuff on it.
Rip.
Like rolling coal, like
Yeah.
drifting. That would be so sick. Or like towing a trailer. It has a trailer hitch on it already, and it's is it an 8-passenger? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a 7-passenger because it has those rear seats that fold.
Yeah.
So like imagine that thing with like 7 homies, and like drifting around like park
sick.
or something like that, because that's where we're going. We're going up in that area, and one of the tracks is going to be parked. So I'm super stoked that, because I've always wanted to drift up there, and we basically have like 8 days of driving. So 2JZ Mustang. So the 2JZ Mustang is really heavy and it's really tough on tires, and so that's why I haven't spent a whole lot of time driving that. And the C6 Z06 Corvette was, man, it's so good. Like, it is ridiculous how good it is. I'm kind of afraid if I do the OM606 wagon, I feel like it's not going to be that good of a drift car, but it'll be a super sick build.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like it'll be cool to
2JZ diesel.
Yeah, the diesel 2J. So there's some guys. I think what is their name? It's Boosted something. They have like Boosted Shades. They've been doing a turbo diesel Datsun. Like a Datsun 240 or 280Z with one of those OM606s on it, and I've been seeing their videos pop up in my newsfeed, and I've been keeping up with that build, and that's like, it really makes me wish I would, makes me want to do the OM606, because I've literally had the OM606 Mercedes for like 4 years now, and I bought that wagon like 9 months ago, so I think it would be really cool. This is the key to Jamie's new unit. If you guys could guess what that is. What do you think I got, Jamie? Team Boosted. That's right. Team Boosted's doing it. And they own us. So I guess that could kind of get into like me and Sean a little bit.
Yeah.
So a lot of people were like, where'd Sean come from? Where you've been look at that. People are guessing. Can Sean drive? So put him in something too. I don't actually
not on a track.
Yeah, he's
for
never
sure,
drifted or anything like that. You've rode with me, right?
Oh, absolutely.
But
Yeah, quite a few
it's
events.
been a while. So me and Sean essentially we lived basically down the street from each other in middle school, and somebody says we keep breaking up. I hope not. How's the audio quality? Is it good? Is it bad? I'm gonna check on the computer real quick. Even though skip ads. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. It looks nice. I think we're doing good.
It's good. Some people say it's good. Some people say we get freezing. Good, but breaks up.
Oh man, audio's good, but oh man, I could do really good audio. Should we do the good audio? Maybe we won't. We'll just leave it how it is. I don't want to, Chris, if you're watching this, I'm not gonna. Keeps cutting out at times, cutting in and out. Dang it.
Wi-Fi, probably.
Yeah, I hope not. Maybe I'm gonna close Chrome on the other computer, because that thing is just probably eating. Yeah, man. Maybe I should just go on my 5G or something. That's crazy. Anyhow, I guess we'll keep talking. Me and Sean essentially rode the same bus in middle/high school. So where the high school was compared to the middle school, he was in middle school. I was like a freshman in high school, but we essentially rode the same bus because we lived, in a certain area that was far enough away from them both. So anyhow, we were like driving one day, and there's like this lawnmower on the side of this like one of this kid's house, and Sean was like, "Hey, like how much for that lawnmower?" And I was like,
That's my lawnmower.
no, how
I want
much
that
for that?
lawnmower."
How much for that lawnmower? You know? And so we were always kind of interested in the same things, and I kind of thought he was annoying because he was like 2 years younger than me, and
You had your Velma haircut.
I had my hair cut, and then I was a teacher's assistant for one of his when I was still in middle school.
Yeah, for science class.
For science class
Yeah.
with Mr. Frost, and so I knew him from there. He was like class clown for a couple of years. I was in high school, and we were. I was building my dog and posting pictures on Facebook of like, doing paint and bodywork and priming it and doing all that stuff. And then he was posting pictures on his Facebook of him priming bodywork. And I had my Datsun 510 that I was swapping the K24 in it. And can you at least say the word Civic? Civic, how you doing? But yeah, so essentially he was like, "Hey man, like that's cool," and I was like, "Yeah, what you're doing is cool too." So then like I knew a little bit more about bodywork, and then but we both really didn't know anything because like I was essentially learning on my Datsun, and he was essentially learning on that. So we just kind of like started hanging out.
I think I showed up at your house and pretty much never left. We're hanging out every day, and here we are today.
All right. So, yeah, he essentially like lived with me for like 2 years. In that time we basically worked on cars. We it was kind of a trade. Like I like lived at your house and you lived at my house.
Yeah.
It depended.
We were always at each other's house.
It depended on what day of the week was.
What we were doing body work at my house and your stuff and working.
Well, on the weekends my dad wasn't home, so we would just hang out at my dad's house, and then during the week.
My mom was.
Your mom would go to sleep.
Yeah, so we'd be there
and we'd just
all
be
day
in the
and night, just building motors and working on cars and having friends over and.
Yeah, and essentially we just like built a bunch of Civics. We flipped a bunch of cars, Ford Tauruses, Ford Rangers, F-250s, just all that stuff. And so essentially that's just what we did, is just started buying and selling stuff together, and then we kind of split apart for a couple years, but essentially Sean's back now, and stoked to have him around.
Here for the long haul.
Yeah, stoked to have him around, and now we're essentially just working on stuff again. It was like we just like pick back up where we left off, just at like a different stage.
And a few people have been asking too, as far as like body work and working on cars, if we're self-taught, and basically we've both just been doing this whole thing since middle school. Like you kind of mentioned the lawnmower thing. I was flipping lawnmowers when I knew what they were. Basically, when I first knew how to start wrenching, I selling lawnmowers, dirt bikes, mopeds, whatever you can imagine. Buying them, fixing them, selling them, and then kind of just escalated into cars, and then here we are today. So. It's been fun.
Mike Hunt is just
He's going belligerent.
We need some other moderators in here for a little bit. What's up with these dudes? I don't know. Hello, bro. We're gonna add moderator. I'm adding some moderators. Not helping the lag. Yeah, apologize. What else?
Name, Mike.
Yeah, Mike. Mod me. Oh yeah, I'll get Jamie. Let's see. Add moderator. As long as I don't add a moderator that. I might have put you. I think I added one guy. Sorry, I'm adding moderators. Oh, sorry. Unhide. Sorry, a big red G. I don't know. We're gonna move on.
Yep.
Hey, Civic block okay. So the Civic, we left it in the trailer when it was like 3 degrees outside. So I think it's gonna be okay. Yeah, I was gonna ask if you was staying. Yeah, Sean's staying.
Yeah,
He better be staying.
I'm here.
So there's been a lot of people that have been like, hey, you need to like give this like car to Sean when he's done with it, or like essentially like Sean needs to start a channel, and I'm like, I don't want Sean to start a channel. I just like, I'm stoked that he's here, and like we're finally working together. So I'm just stoked about that. So I think Sean could do a channel, but I think teamwork makes the dream work, and doing doing this stuff by yourself, whether it's just not that fun. I mean, I've tried for years. As you guys know, Dave was kind of in and out and kind of doing some other stuff. We never officially like teamed up, but I mean, it's everything is a lot more fun, and I've been having a lot more fun, since Sean has been around, and
we have it's an awesome job, dream job, honestly.
Yeah, and I think that a lot of you guys in the videos and stuff are
drifting my car, Sean. He keeps
he
keeps going. If I'm
Jamie,
there, we'll get together, buddy.
Jamie, I already modded you. Yeah, Sean. So it's
SEAN.
Yep.
So for everybody that's been wondering and commenting, spell my name the right way, I guess. SEAN. So
that's we've seen it
all kinds of different ways it's been spelt on comments. So would like to do more spot welds. Oh, I love them, guys. I'm sure you'll see more videos with spot welds here in the near future at some point. So
if I win, I can't wait for the comments to roast me. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that everybody's been real helpful, or how am I trying to say that? Everybody's been real, I guess, respectful of the winners recently, because the first winner that we had, everybody like roasted him. They're like, oh, that kid, he doesn't deserve it, he didn't know how to drive. Like, I'm like, dude, like, that could be you,
Yeah.
So somebody said something,
daily?
if I can't win, his name is my bad, bro, what are you doing with the Rainy Day Supra? So Sean's daily what is it?
I drive a 6-liter Power Stroke.
Dirty
old 6-liter.
Yeah.
That's what I drive. So tune and deleted, just an extended cab, long bed, 4-wheel drive.
He's
Power
got some
Stroke,
22
20 by 12s on it. It's a bro truck, kind of.
It's a little bit of a bro truck. We actually bought me a 6-liter, another 6-liter,
a couple weeks ago.
And yeah, Sean's definitely been a good channel. So T1 Bud 42 said, hey, what happened to the other guy that was helping with fabrication work? So that is Garrett, and he's essentially still been helping us out a bunch. He's just over at the print shop. So Garrett's kind of like a jack of all trades, dude. Like there's probably something, I don't know what he hasn't done. He's done a lot of stuff in the whole car world, like vehicle wraps. Seeing him helping me when we were doing the Corvette. He helped out a lot with the fabrication of the C10 and that type of stuff. Some stuff on the giveaway Civic, and he's also did screen printing. So he's now that Sean's been helping a little bit more in the shop, and kind of handling some of that fabrication stuff. We haven't needed, I guess, that little bit more technical fabrication stuff, but Garrett has essentially been screen printing. So like all of our in-house prints, like the single onesie two color prints that we do in-house, Garrett is actually screen printing those. So if you guys have seen stuff on my Instagram of that, doing that stuff, then that's what Garrett's been doing. He's been screen printing, and he's also really busy with his own he does a lot of like fabrication and stuff out of his garage at his house. So yeah. Nazaro, he said race Carlos Ortega to get some content. I'll race him again. So I raced Carlos in my Civic when I think it was front wheel drive, and then we did all wheel drive, and then I raced him in Supra too. He has like a 700 horsepower Civic hatchback here locally. If we buy something that's sold out, do we still get a chance to win the Evo? So you shouldn't be able to buy anything that's sold out right now. You should be able to, like, if there's something that's in stock or essentially is like oversold, it's just as soon as we print it, it ships out. So usually when we get to the end of the giveaways, there's like a 2 to 3 week kind of delay in order sometimes. Like if we have this stuff, it'll go out as fast as we can. We are kind of a small operation, full-time print shop, print and fulfillment, and he runs all the Facebook ads and website, basically full-time fulfillment. So he's basically 8 hours a day is packing, shipping, organizing orders, and then as soon as Ty's kind of done with handling some of the website internet stuff for the day, Ty hops in and starts doing stuff with him, and then Garrett is over there screen printing stuff. And so it's a big operation, and then me and Sean are basically down here at this shop, basically 8 hours a day, and I'm either like filming, editing, doing some stuff on the laptop, trying to do other business stuff, and Sean is basically out in the shop working on the car. So it's different. It's definitely stressful, seeing all the money go out like every month. And that's why essentially we've kind of, you know, transitioned to doing more giveaways and stuff. And that's why we didn't build the Evo, you know, the 700 horsepower Evo for like a giveaway car, is just because it, you know, content wise, it seems like most people don't like, as much as you guys want to, uh, you know, watch the giveaway builds. It seems like just view wise, I don't think as many people are as stoked on the giveaway builds as they are on like something that we're building for ourselves. So that's kind of the idea, was just to build one, give one. Trevor, you should build a K-swapped Volvo 740. It's never been done before, and it would be a sick drift car. I mean, that's not. I've always thought about a Volvo. I don't know if I'd put a K series in a big car like that though. I want to put a K series in my S14. Any muscle car projects in the future? I don't know. I kind of want to do like, you know, the stereotypical like, you know, TV garage. You get a '69 Camaro, you buy quarter panels and, you know,
Floor
quarter panels and
pads
floor. We should almost just do that. Like, just get everything new. Like, instead of, because you could almost buy.
Yeah, LMC.
Yeah, like
there's so many different options.
If we just got on
body
like,
panels.
then instead of spot welds, you would, instead of drilling spot welds, you would be doing spot welds.
spot welds, yeah.
That's what we'd be doing. Bought my wife some merch for the Evo giveaway. Loving the wagon build. Appreciate that, Smith. We do have the leggings on the website. So if you guys want some leggings, Jamie texted me a little bit ago, but I didn't look at it. So Jamie, I don't know what you said. Unless you said you were gonna bring me dinner. She was gonna bring some dinner over here in a little bit. You guys want to go out in the shop and look at the
Check
Evo?
out the car. Let's go.
And I'm gonna win that beauty. I can feel it. Tone Frog. Hopefully the internet is still good out here. So if it gets bad.
Should we get my glimpse of the?
Oh yeah. Where's the Drift Week 3 parts happening? I don't know yet. So obviously we got our Evo wagon over here, the giveaway car, and $10,000 cash. So last like the next 2 days essentially like welding on the quarters and man.
Quarters they're completely on. We got the body lines how we want them to sit. We got both quarters welded on, and so it's basically time to start really hipping on bodywork, and then primer, and figure out what color we're gonna paint it. Have a few more things to figure out as far as the inside of the car, what we're gonna do as far as the rear seats. If we're gonna try and keep the Evo seats, or if we're gonna try and put the wagon seats back in there. Because of the fact that we changed the whole pan, we have the cross brace in the back of the wagon that's actually from the Evo. So as of right now, the seats that will work in here are the actual Evo seats, but we're going to figure out if we want to try and keep this thing a complete total wagon and use the original wagon seats, or if we're going to keep this cross brace back here where we use the Evo sedan seats. So
Yeah.
as far as the interior goes, that's about it.
People were saying the internet is pretty bad. Colorado weather needs better crack. So yeah, I mean the wagon quarter panels are freaking on this thing. So it's nuts to see both of them on there. My favorite build on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know what to do about the internet here because we have Wi-Fi here in the shop. It's not the greatest. I don't know. Maybe if I stand in one spot, if that's okay. How's this? Is the internet okay? Is it bad? We just leave it right here. Is the buggy still? So the LS buggy is right there. Has a wagon shell. Sedan seats would be best for the chassis rigidity. Internet's fine. All right, so the internet is okay. Said it's better. Civic, where? Oh, the Civic is right there. Civic is covered up. Stay in one spot. All right, we're staying in one spot. That's the plan. Audio good, video man. Datsun is at my house. So I have I guess it's an oversized 2-car garage. So it's just a little bit deep. So I have the Datsun flipped sideways in the front of basically like where I park this thing at night. What's the update on the truck? We basically mounted the bed to it and then pushed it outside and got busy with the, what did we do? We got busy with the
giveaway. I think we were doing.
We got busy with the S14 giveaway, and then after that we moved right into this because, well, we just needed to. It's clear. Keep the brace, extra reinforcement.
That's what we were thinking.
Start the Evo 9. Ooh, hey there, sexy Civic. How you doing? That's these nuts, yeah. Yeah, I really miss the Civic. Maybe we should uncover it. That poor little thing. You can answer some questions, John, if they're having.
Supra, rainy day Supra is still sitting over here under the.
Rainy day Supra?
Yep, the rainy day Supra. So there's the Civic. Uncovered it.
Truck content needs to come back. So, me and Ty were talking about this the other day, and I basically bought this really cheap 2014 F350 that was like a work truck. Would you guys be interested in essentially turning like air ride or like one of those any level lifts, and like essentially turn like a $3,000 truck that like needs an engine is like it's just a work truck, like base model interior, all that stuff, essentially into like a SEMA show truck. I thought that would be kind of a cool build, you know, and do like the any level lift and then give it away after it was all done, you know, so you guys would have an actual Motion Auto giveaway build instead of not. Can we talk drift week 3 etiquette so that fans don't potentially annoy you asking for a friend? I don't know. I've never really been annoyed by fans or anything. I think that, you know, I'm not like an internet superstar, like celebrity guy, like kind of like Adam or TJ, where like when people see me, they like freak out and like run over. Like I've had people like a little bit, you know, to some extent, but I think more so it's like a respect thing. Like they just see me as just a car guy, and they just like respect what I do. So whenever I meet somebody, it's not usually like a fanboy type of thing where somebody's like screaming or they're like annoying me. It's mostly most people come up and say, "Hey, dude, I like what you're doing. I think it's cool. Like I've been watching since, you know, the Super build or the Super video. Hey, where's the C10? I want to see some more primer videos." You know, that's mostly what it is. It's mostly respect, you know, and like you said, I think that's basically what it is. And when people come and talk to me, it's just like that. And it's not like, you know, everybody who talks to me in person is like, "Man, you're exactly like you are in the videos," you know. And I was talking to this one guy one time, and his wife was standing there, and she didn't know who he was talking to, and she like was looking at me kind of funny, and she's like, "Are you that guy from the videos?" I was like, I guess. Yeah. She's like, "He freaking watches you all the time.
Yeah.
Like all I hear at night when I'm laying in bed next to him is like him watching your videos on his phone, you know." And they're like, "I recognize your voice." And it was just kind of funny, you know, that type of stuff. So, so yeah, I don't know. I think it's a cool thing. Everyone hit that like. Oh yeah, I forgot about the like button. We have 256 people here. That's like a small amount of RAM. You know, we need to pump them numbers up.
So rookie numbers.
Those are rookie numbers. So let's pump up them like numbers. I think you might have to exit the chat if you're in the chat and hit the like button and then open the chat back up.
Smash the like, boys.
So they can go. Oh yeah. Changed tires for Trevor at Lone Star Drift years ago. Super cool dude. Appreciate that.
He's
Ryan.
all right.
Yeah.
He's all right.
Do you like me?
He's not bad most days.
Burnout from sometimes this thing doesn't really do burnouts though.
I could ruin the tires on my 6-liter.
We were doing a video shoot the other day with it, and there's like the end of this cul-de-sac where it had like a. At the same time, I was like, well, you know, I probably don't want to break this thing. Yeah. You know, that's pretty hard.
It's about to not be ours, so.
Yeah, I mean.
It's already not ours.
Literally little bit less, about a day. So a little bit more than 24 hours, maybe 24, no, probably like 28 hours.
Yeah.
28 hours. So if you guys have not got entered to win this thing, motionoutotv.com, motionoutperformance.com, you can get yourself an ECU Master, standalone ECU, some BC Racing coilovers, some Deechworks injectors. You could get a blow-off valve for your WRX. I can't sell you a fresh engine for your WRX, though. Do all-wheel drive donuts in my Civic. Oh, I do all-wheel drive donuts in my Civic, yeah. 6-liter Power Strokes sound amazing, yeah.
They do.
So we might have a 6-liter Power Stroke project coming up on the channel here in a little bit. Maybe once my GSX is back together next week, the wife and I will take a road trip from Wyoming and say hi. Smith DSM. Do you got any DSM parts for me? I actually bought AC doesn't.
BC.
AC doesn't make coilovers.
He commented again.
BC. Yeah. Resurrecting the junk Evo for Sean. You have the wagon. He has the sedan.
That thing's too far gone.
Oh, the wrecked one?
That thing's in a million pieces.
Or that one?
I was assuming they were talking about the one in the back.
No, I don't think that. I think they were talking about that one. Would love to see a WRX build swap, keeping the all-wheel drive. Can I buy your donor Evo? Oh, the black one? So the black one is getting a really cool engine. Hope you do. I also missed the C10 though. Yeah, I build that donor Evo. K-swap, donate my Acura TL if I win 100%. I work at Subaru and a tech, and as I can vouch, they can't handle power. Yeah, Justin, I don't know. I mean, I've never really ridden in. I don't know. I haven't really messed with one. Like the WRX that we gave away a 2017 WRX. And that car was really nice. It was a 2-liter, and it was basically stock with a Cobb access port, and that was about it.
2-liter?
Yeah. But it's like the newer 2-liter. It's like the FA. It's similar to what's in like the FRS is like the newer 2-liter. Should I get BC DS series or Fortune Auto for the Integra? Oh man, BC. You know I'm a BC guy. Dude, love the content. Appreciate that. Hi, I just joined the stream, so I'm not sure if you already answered this, but do you guys still have the 4Runner? Yeah, I still have the 4Runner, the blue one. I actually got another 4Runner that I was gonna do kind of a little,
the one in the back,
like a little like how to like buy and sell car type of thing that I've been filming some stuff on my phone for. So, who got skipped? Sorry, sometimes the chat just K-swap insight. That'd be pretty cool. T56 in the Supra soon. I mean, I would kind of like a TR6060 in there would be nice. Good day from Queensland. Hear from your dad's garage. Who's the new guy? He said JK. Keep up the good work. Sean, glad to see Trev have an extra pair of hands. I mean, honestly, like it's been awesome, like having, Sean here and essentially an extra pair of hands. Like it's just so hard doing the whole YouTube thing by your damn self is the issue, because right now I guess there's been a lot of transition. So Todd has basically been with me full time for about 3.5, 4 years now, and he was always kind of at the shop and like helping film videos, and he would essentially kind of help me film me working on stuff. And then whereas now it's kind of transitioned from, obviously Ty doing that and like editing videos to him handling more of the giveaway business side of things and the fulfillment, all that side of stuff. Whereas now Sean has kind of moved in and he's kind of taken a little bit of my role of actually like working on the cars. And then I'm kind of filming and editing the videos now more so than I'm actually working on the cars. So I spend, it seems like a lot more time in the office now, like behind the computer, editing videos, sending emails, trying to do other business sort of things. And Sean is basically just out in the shop like 7 hours a day, like with the time lapse running, and like I'll pop in and out, a couple times and grab some B-roll and grab some talking points and stuff. And just trying to overall, like elevate the channel, get the new, get the videos moving out a little bit faster. Hopefully more stuff is getting done. A lot of people have been saying like if Sean wasn't here, like the Evo would still be outside. And I think that's probably true. Like we definitely wouldn't be at this point or at this stage in it, because it's just so hard for me to focus for 7 hours just working on a car when there's so much other business stuff that needs handled. And then at the end of the day, you're filming, you're editing, you're doing all that other stuff. So it's definitely been a good thing. And I mean, I would definitely like to hire. I would almost like to hire more people. So if you are a videographer, a video editor, if you're willing to work for essentially cheap for a little while, kind of show us what you could do, or if you guys know a video editor or something where they could edit remotely or something like that. That's one thing that's been taking up a lot of my time, and I would much rather be out here in the shop working with Sean and doing other stuff other than editing videos, because I used to edit my videos for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Now I've been spending about 5 hours on them, depending on what it is, and just really been trying to cut out the crap from the videos, like what about C4? The person went to Drift Week. So I've been for about it. we were potentially going to do something around the first of the year, and then just logistically, he the way where he lives, he would essentially have to shut down his whole life essentially and move away from everybody. And he also has a girlfriend that has a job, and they have an apartment and like all that stuff. So it was just a little bit more complicated than, hey, come work for me. So I definitely, you know, need somebody like that. I'd prefer to have Charles come down here and do full time. So I was on the phone with him last week, and I was like, hey man, like how's it looking? And I was like, oh, well, I told him I was just going to buy like a camper from off Craigslist and throw it on the side of my house and just have him live there, you know, for a while until he could figure it out. But do a cold start on the all-wheel drive Civic. Man, I haven't started the Civic
for quite some time.
It's been sitting for a while. Probably it's been sitting in that spot for at least 2 months, I think.
Yeah.
Well, before that, it was in the trailer that it froze, which I'm kind of concerned with. But I think it needs the head gasket replaced. I think it lifted the head. I'm coming to Drift Week with all my camera stuff to help get clips while you're driving, just in case. So I appreciate that. I'll probably have another video guy with us, or I'll probably have Charles go with us again. So what is your most prideful ride? 100% my Supra. That I would say is just like a walking, you know, driving essentially like resume of like what like I feel like I could do as, you know, a car builder and a paint and bodywork guy, like fabricator, whatever, because pretty much everything on that thing was, I would say 80 to 90% me. You know, Brandon helped me a lot with bodywork on it, painted it myself, cut and buffed it myself, you know, fabricated the intercooler stuff. Dave helped me weld some stuff with the exhaust. Dave was around a lot, and he helped me assemble a bunch of stuff and helped me do a lot of prep, so I do owe Dave a lot for that. But yeah, he's been super busy with his wagon build, his like all-wheel drive Hellcat Trackhawk swapped, essentially Magnum Charger thing. So pretty stoked to see that thing coming together. But what's the plan for the Supra under the shelf? So everybody asks about the rainy day Supra. That thing is just chilling.
It's our junk pile. We
it's
pile more stuff on it than we probably should.
It's essentially a junk. If you didn't know, there's a Supra.
Yeah. a lot of crap on it.
You can see the headlight of it right there. But that is the rainy day Supra, and it's the rainy day Supra. Like that's why it is the way it is because it's for a rainy day. Like if I ever get in a situation where like I need money, like I need content, I need whatever it is, like I know that I have that Supra to do with it. So essentially there's not a plan for it until there's a plan for it. So that's it's for a rainy day. Exactly. Somebody said they miss seeing Junkyard Dave around the shop. And he's here literally
all the time, every day.
So he's been working out of Brandon's old shop, which is a couple shops away from mine. And he literally is, he's over here probably 4 times a day, getting in the fridge.
He's hungry, so he's hungry.
Yeah,
he's working on his stuff. He gets hungry. He comes over here and he raids our supply of snacks.
We recently got a big fridge in the office. So we go to Sam's like once a week. And we got like chips, we got snacks, we got, you know, freaking breakfast sandwiches, we got dope drinks, we got all the stuff. So like when Dave's hungry, he just shows up, you know.
Sean, don't let me catch you on commissary night, bro.
Yeah. Need help? You need help cleaning or anything to help you? No, I mean, as of like cleaning, I think we're decent like that. We just need a video guy. Got to have the snacks. Yep.
Yeah, the shop's perfectly clean if you can't.
Yeah, I think Dave's live right now too.
Yeah.
Dave's live now. Go tell him that I'm live. On one of he was doing a live stream like probably 2 months ago, and he has his phone on like fast, like, and so I text him once just for funnies, and his phone just goes like bring, like super loud. So I text him like 10 times. And it was just like ding, bring, 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 bring. Like it was funny. So I'll be the dude on the couch. V6 turbo, the black Evo. There was in one of the groups a guy basically put, I think it's a 6G whatever in an Evo. I can zinc. Next giveaway Toyota Supra. I don't know. Should we give away a Supra, or should we give away a truck, or should we not give away anything? Drift Week 3 plans. How will the Evo winner be contacted? So I guess that is a good point. We will not, unless it's I'm just gonna say, we will contact you by how you filled your order on the website. So make sure if you do order something on motionontv.com to get entered for the giveaway, your email, the email that you actually use and you check, and then your cell phone number or your phone number, and that's how we'll do it. So all have on there. So, and I think one of them didn't. So we send them an email from like our email, not like a scam email. It's like at Motion Auto TV, and we basically send an email. But for the most part, is we call you, and we actually don't call you. Our sweepstakes attorneys actually call you. So those scams that have been, it seems like everybody's been having it. Like I got a friend request from like Dave Sparks, like Diesel Brothers, and then like Cletus McFarlane, and like all those guys essentially trying to tell me that I'm winning stuff. And so I just hope that most of you guys are smart enough, to see that, my name isn't Motion Auto TV with 4 O's, or 2 I's or whatever. And I don't have, and then you message like my Instagram saying, you message the real page with like 75,000 followers with a screenshot from a page that has like 1,500 followers, but they have all my posts posted 2 days ago. I hope that most people are like,
just
and just have the common sense to realize that.
My haircut. He's like, hey, I got a message that I won your giveaway. I didn't even buy anything. I said, well, the fact you didn't buy anything kind of upsets me, but no, it's a scam. So
yeah, that's just what it is. So we got 326, and we only have 239 likes. So we got to pump them numbers up, boys. So what else should we talk about?
What do you think, bud?
I kind of want to go get a drink of water because I feel like I've just been talking this whole time. So you guys get Sean for a minute.
Go ahead and grab mine while you're in there if you don't mind. I'll answer some questions if you guys have any questions for me. Is it still lagging? I gotta figure out exactly when it is.
April something.
How much do you bench, Sean? I've actually been taking a little time off from the gym. I hurt my shoulder about a month ago, so probably not too much right now. So it's lagging bad still.
Uh-oh.
You should get the first drive of the Evo wagon. Whether Trevor likes it or not, I probably will. Probably be the first one to drive that thing. So
wash. You need to
go ahead and get you some.
MotionAutoTV.com.
Hook it up with the Evo and I'll buy you some views pods. Why so moody, Sean? So I don't mean to come off as moody or upset in the videos, but typically when I'm the kind of person when it comes to work, I throw some music in, throw my headphones in, and I just go. So if I do come off as upset or moody or arrogant in the videos or grouchy, I don't mean to be that way because that is not my personality whatsoever.
He probably is a little bit grouchy because he's just been like, it looks like a 30-second time lapse of him drilling spot wells, but it's like
you're missing the whole.
Like 5 hours or
of
like
me drilling spot wells.
2 days, and then I go out there and I point the camera at him. I'm like, Sean, what do you think about spot wells? And he's
I love him. Yeah, so that's definitely not my personality as far as moody or grouchy. That's total opposite of my personality. So I'll try and kind of work on that a little bit more for the videos too. But like you said, you know what I mean? You guys see a 30-second lapse of something I've been doing for the past 5 hours. So
yeah, and then sometimes it's not turning out, good or whatever. So
yeah, you guys all know. I'm sure you guys all are into vehicles and working in automotive and gearhead stuff like that. You guys definitely know how working on stuff can kind of get to you. I love it with a passion. It's definitely my passion, but it can get to you sometimes.
Really appreciate the videos and everything you guys been. It's a blessing to me, especially now that I've been dealing with major health issues and confined to home, mostly in bed. Well, that sucks, man. Po Boys Diesel. I
send our condolences.
Yeah, man. I hope you're doing all right, and I hope everybody who's watching these videos, I hope that we add value in some sort. Like I think as you get older, and me being like a dad, now of like 2 girls, like I don't want to like add any negativity to the world or take anything away from anybody and that type of stuff. And so I really love seeing comments like that you guys are enjoying the builds, enjoying the work that we're doing, and and I definitely appreciate that. And you know, I get probably just as much out of it as hopefully you guys do it. I love making the videos, and you know, sometimes it's stressful, and but I think it's really cool. Somebody asked if I miss the R8, and I tell you what, every day I miss that thing. Like, that was such a sick car. It just didn't make sense for me right now. I felt like I was like an imposter. Like, you know, I had like an R8, but I didn't have like R8 money, you know? So like, I literally like would drive the R8 to my house, like park it in, you know, drive down my dirt road, like park it in like the 2-car garage, you know, like the R8's worth almost as much as the house, you know? It was like that stereotypical, like you got like a single wide in a trailer park and then like some dope car, like parked. That's how I felt with it. So, eventually, you know, if you love something, you gotta let it go. You know?
And if it comes back,
And if it comes back, it was meant to be. And R8 is definitely in my future again, and I for sure want another one. So, you know, get it wrecked 458. Man, I really want an R8. I missed that R8. You got your Saab though. Yeah, I mean, I got my Saab. My Saab is essentially free now, because I've had that thing. Last year when I registered it, I was like, oh man, why am I even registering this thing? I'm gonna get rid of it in a couple months. And then here it comes again, like and that's like the third time, like registering it. I'm like, man, like I'm gonna get rid of this thing because I'm gonna get a new daily. Old Faithful Saab, it just keeps coming back. Bigger size detailer bottles, yeah, that's one thing. Get the R8 ASAP. I will. I'll try to get an R8 sometimes, but you know, with, you know, I guess in regards to like the R8 and like money in that aspect, like right now I'm focused more so on the business and like growing the business side of things. Obviously, that's why we did a giveaway back to back almost. Like we just basically it was like a month, I think, between the S14 giveaway and the Evo giveaway. And some people were saying that, you know, hey, like the Evo's not a channel car, you know, like that's why I'm not getting entered to win it or whatever. Is like because it, like, we didn't you know, we didn't build it essentially. And again, like part of our thing was we're building one and we're giving one away, but we didn't want to spend a month to build a 700 horsepower Evo that essentially we were just going to give away. But like the fact that I feel like the video views, people don't really watch the giveaway builds, especially if they know it's a giveaway build. So I don't know. I'd like to see suggestions from you guys, and like, do you guys like the giveaways? Like, essentially give me your opinion in the comment. Like, don't make it too long on the giveaways. Like, you know, obviously it's a way to generate revenue. If we could just do merchandise drops and sell like 400 shirts a month, like I would probably be okay with not doing giveaways. But as of right now, the current payroll with me, Sean, Ty, Blake, and Jamie, basically full-time on payroll and paying essentially Garrett to do the screen printing stuff, like the amount of ad revenue that comes in versus the amount of money that goes out every month is
doesn't make sense.
It just doesn't make sense. And that's essentially why we're doing the giveaways, is because we've tried to do merchandise drops, like just selling t-shirts and stuff. And I feel like it's one of those things that you guys have already, like anybody who was going to buy a t-shirt bought a t-shirt when we did a giveaway. So they're like, they don't feel the need to go and buy another t-shirt that month or for that like hype, like following, where it's just like, all right, merch drop sold out, you know. It was like merch drop, you know, and like a little trickle, you know, type of thing. And so if essentially we were able to do merchandise drops, then we probably wouldn't do the giveaways. But as of right now, the giveaways make sense. And one guy was saying that he who's this guy? I love the giveaways. When I win the Evo and come to pick it up, I'm gonna make Sean the best Chi ever had.
He ever had.
So much love from Pennsylvania.
Best of luck to you, bud.
Yeah, but essentially, like, we don't want to like tax like the subscribers, you know, just like giveaway. Like, this is only a subscriber giveaway. So that's why we've done more stuff with like Facebook ads. And one guy was saying it like, well, I'm not gonna get entered because it doesn't feel genuine. because essentially we're opening it essentially to the world, not the world, but the United States, Canada, and relevant counties where it's legal or whatever. But like,
It's essentially what pays.
Yeah,
helps
essentially
pay
that's
me. What helps us create better content for you guys.
Exactly,
And pays the
like-
bills, keeps the lights on, and keeps these builds plugging along. So
yeah,
that's the reason that we're trying to expand the giveaways that we do.
exactly. And so, I mean, ad revenue is just not where it is. The Patreon option, but we haven't done anything. So if we get 100 patrons, 100 people on the Patreons, Sean is going to be putting on some leggings, and he'll drill some spot welds out wearing the leggings. If you guys didn't see, we sell the leggings on Motion Auto TV now. So if you haven't got entered for a chance to win that thing, and you have a girlfriend that's mad that you're spending all kinds of money on yourself, you can buy her some Motion Auto leggings, and I promise she'll probably look pretty good wearing them.
As soon as they're here, I'm getting some for mine. So
your crew, Tommy crew, LZ crew, build off. I would love so when Adam gets his new shop complex thing. So I already seen it. Like, I went and looked at it with him, and that place is this is like my dream. It's like my dreamland of like what you would want if you were gonna be a car builder, essentially. It's super sick. There's so much room there. There's so much shop space, and I think there's gonna be some really good content that comes out of that for hopefully everybody. I think that you'll be able to do some good challenges and stuff there, or essentially use his space to essentially challenge each other and just do build offs and hopefully do stuff like that. That is one thing that I would like to do with YouTube. Obviously, when I did the Haggard Garage Burnout Challenge a long time ago, it was great for my channel because I think I gained 30,000 subscribers like that over the course of like a month and a half or 2 months because of that build. So it really shined a light on the channel, but then it also, I feel like I was just so stoked to like go out in the shop and work on it, because I was just like, oh, screw Haggard Garage, we're gonna build this this badass like burnout Crown Vic, and it was just a lot of fun. Like you have that rivalry stuff. We're in the same spot, not like virtually. Like I'm sitting there, I could go over there and their stuff, or we could throw stuff at each other. I think it'd be a lot of fun. So if you guys, you need to tell Adam that first thing we got to do in that new shop is do some build off stuff with that. So I think it'd be a lot of fun all the way around, and it would make great content for you guys. Because at the end of the day, I think like working in the shop, how we have been for the past 6 years on the same lift and the same hum from the heater, for the past 6 years, it just gets boring, and I definitely would like to expand and do cooler stuff. Yeah. Somebody said need to do a smaller giveaway that anyone can enter. So I guess when you say smaller giveaway, what does that mean? Like obviously like this, with this car, between the car and the cash, like we essentially have like $1,000 like invested in this car. And when you factor in the break even on this car is really high. But we've also thought about doing like a smaller giveaway. Like I have the Sleeper Civic in the trailer. It's like a 500 horsepower single cam four-door Civic that's essentially, it's a sleeper, makes 500 horsepower. Like that would be an awesome, I think, giveaway, something that we did for maybe 2 weeks, and we didn't push Facebook ads and we didn't do anything like that. And it was just like, hey guys, we have these 3 shirts that we're making in-house, these stickers, and we're doing a 2-week giveaway. All right, that's it. Like don't push Facebook ads, don't do anything like that. We'll send out an email, we'll send out a text campaign, and that's it. Like 500 horsepower Civic, sleeper, do you want it? Said something for the actual viewers. So, I don't know. It is tough though, because I felt like when we have done like less pushing on Facebook, I felt like we haven't really got the response, or essentially the sales to like cover everything. Like we sell stuff, from the subscribers, but it's not like an overwhelming support like you see that I have like 570,000 subscribers, and you're like, well, if 10% of those people, went and bought something, that's 57,000 orders at let's say $10 a piece, which would be like $570,000, which isn't the case at all, because you get essentially like 3,000 or 30,000 views on a video, and essentially from there you might get percent of those people to go to the website, and then you might get 10% or 1% of those people to actually buy something. So the conversion rate is really low. So if we send 30,000 people to the website, it's only like a 2 to 5% conversion rate, and you have orders ranging from a $5 sticker to like $150 like Evo bag and pack and all this other stuff. So it's tough. I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, obviously, like, we want to make money. I don't want to like tax you guys or like bombard you with ads and for the giveaways. But at the end of the day, like, we do need to essentially make money to stay afloat right now. The giveaways, I know we do get a lot of support from you guys. I think on this giveaway, it's about 50 to 60% is return customers. So, which is awesome. Obviously, like, I don't know what our customer list is, but not everybody, it's not 50% of the customers that have ordered all the time. It's 50% of the current orders. So if we have like 3,000 orders, 1,500 of those orders are, basically return customers that have bought something from us before. So can you save that abandoned Evo in Japan? I don't know. Sean, what you driving? Sean has a 03 F250 with the 6 liter. Ever thought about getting something Mopar? Oh man, I thought about Mopar, no car, brother. I don't know. I've had like 2 SRT4s before, just for like flip cars, and I don't know. They're kind of meh. I don't know. Any future projects? Whew. Man, I have
many to list.
I have projects coming out the ears, and I have ideas. I sent Sean a screenshot of like the current, like, all right, these are within the next year, and there was like 12 cars on there, and we're like, well, I don't know about that. Have you ever thought about moving to Florida? Yes. That's actually been in talks recently, just because of Adam's compound and all that stuff too. So who knows what'll happen with that, but we'll see. Whatever happened to that Chinese buggy from Cletus? It's right there. I guess we could do a little tour.
People want to see the Civic motor and the buggy. And
we need to clean the shop.
Yeah, it's decent right now, but
yeah,
it's still kind of a mess.
All right, so Civic engine. How you doing? Big old Garrett turbo, 73 mil. That's a Garrett G42 1200. So that thing should support about 1,200 horse, which is crazy. So, and then right here, we have the Cletus cart, the Freedom cart, whatever you want to call it. Honestly, we just got started on that, I think, at the wrong time. There was just other stuff going on, and it just didn't. I don't know. I wanted to get it done because Cletus and the side-by-side guys and everybody was going to Glamis, and I essentially started on it a month too late, and that was kind of why I started it. I guess I was having some pipe dream that
we had this mentality we were going to get it done in, like, I think it was 8 days when
we
started it to make it to Glamis, and it was just not feasible. So we kind of had some other stuff, other priorities that kind of took place in front of it, and finished that first. And it'll be done one of these days, but for now it's still here.
Yeah, but the Evo wagon is coming along nice though. So thanks to Sean. Sean's been killing it with that thing.
Yeah, we're getting there, boys. We're about to start body work this week. So this whole next week's going to be a heck of a lot of body work and soon primer videos. We know how much you guys love those. So
yeah, we do need some primer videos. These HTP welders have been killing it. I really like this. So if you guys are interested in some welders, freaking HTP, this is awesome for the thin stuff and the body work. That has been just a game changer. But really appreciate them supporting us, and Tech and Tools, Motion Raceworks, and Hooker Exhaust, basically Holly, all that stuff. But man, this freaking, look at that thing. We're giving that thing away. So again, it's probably 28 hours till the end of the till the end of the giveaway. I don't know, what color do you think? What about the old truck he was working on? So I like how that one guy was like, oh my God, my car. Rainy Day Supra still around. Yeah, the Rainy Day Supra, it is still, she's still chilling right here. You almost wouldn't know it, but there's a Supra under that whole pile of stuff right there. She's calling for me. She's calling for me. Yeah, we got this Evo that we're gonna be working on here hopefully soon. Do a free paint giveaway. How many miles on the giveaway build? So it has about 20,000 miles on the engine, the 2.3 stroker build, and I think it was recently turned up. I don't think it made 700 horsepower its whole life, but the car has like 76,000 miles on it. That Civic bangs, yeah. No, the Civic's sweet. Still a maybe, the old truck. So we need to pull in the C10 here in a little bit, but
Yeah.
I think the next thing that we need to kind of start hopping on is the drift week build. Plus 100 for the love of drilling out spot welds. Do you miss the 240? Yeah, I miss that thing. Actually, I'd actually like to get it back. I'd like to get the S14. Maybe car parts giveaways. You guys do hold on. You guys do some sick things. Love the content. What do you think we should do with the shop? I think it's pretty I don't know. It's pretty dirty.
Yeah,
Like-
we just haven't had the time to do what we'd like to do as far as organization is concerned.
Yeah.
There's just so much going on with this wagon build and the giveaway, and we're literally just busy all day.
Yeah.
All 40 hours all week. We're out here grinding. So
Yeah, literally Sean's out here grinding.
literally, yeah,
Grinding
grinding all my life.
all my life.
But yeah, we try and keep the shop somewhat cleaned up. So I guess I try and keep the shop somewhat cleaned up, so I kind of have a generally clean work area. It doesn't always happen as I'd like it to, but once this build's done, hopefully we'll have even just a day or two of downtime just to focus on kind of cleaning up the shop and getting things organized. So
Yeah.
that's what I'd like to do.
I think we need to get like some like tarps or something. Like get like some black tarps
And just cover everything?
and cover.
Well, probably 70% of the stuff on these shelves
Hey.
could probably be thrown away.
Hey now.
You know, it's like Trevor keeps it for when he thinks we're gonna need it, and then it comes time to actually needing something we have, but we have no idea where it's at. So we have it, but it just makes more sense to go out and buy one instead of spending 3 days looking for it. So it kind of defeats the purpose of having it around. You know?
It's just like that hoarder mentality.
Yeah, we have the part, but we're gonna spend 4 hours to look for it and find it. We can go 5 minutes down to the parts store and buy one. So we end up just buying what we need anyways, even though we know we have it somewhere here at the shop.
Yeah.
It's just kind of our lack of organization, but we're gonna get better with that when we have more
Well, I mean,
time. So
I've been in here, I think like nine
nine
years, like 8 or 9 years. So
I think
there's
8.
literally like 8 or 9 years worth of crap. Plus like when David was in here, and then
Yeah.
when like Nick and them were in here. I mean, because
I
I've like
think we moved in here like May of 2013, if I remember.
it might have been 12. Yeah, it was 12 or 13.
12
Yeah,
I think
that's
it was
probably when.
Yeah, 12 or 13, because I remember I was here when we moved in.
Oh yeah, so the brand new S14 shift boot, I ended up buying another one for the first giveaway car, but then on the last giveaway, we ended up using that brand new shift boot in the last giveaway car that Jameson won. How hard was it to rebuild this? It wasn't. I don't know. I think building a car isn't really hard in a sense.
Tedious and time consuming.
It's mostly time consuming, and just having the motivation to just go out there and like look at like a mountain and like say, all right, well, I'm gonna start like climbing this thing, because everybody wants to climb like Mount Everest in a day. You know, everybody wants to build a car in a day, but what you got to realize that it literally takes like weeks and months. Like even the wagon build, like on the schedule, like literally I wrote out like a schedule. I thought that this thing was gonna be done in like a month.
Yeah.
And then
how far are we into it?
I think it's probably been 2 months. Well, because this was a 45-day giveaway
And we started
before.
Right before,
We started
yeah,
like 2
yeah.
weeks before. So we're about 2 months into this thing. And
every day out here. Like I've been out here every day, Monday through Friday, working on it. It's came a long way. If you guys have been keeping up on the videos, it's came a hell of a long way. And we're kind of getting closer to the home stretch, I believe. It's more so now just body work, paint, and then reassembly. We have all the fabrication pretty much done.
Yeah.
So it's going to be smooth sailing from here on out, we hope. So
I hope so.
that's the plan.
Yeah. Jay, he said, save yourself money, build a cool shop at your house, and quit renting. I mean, I think the shop rent isn't our biggest issue right now. A lot of it is, it's time, you know, just like if I stopped uploading, or we stopped doing the giveaway, or we stopped doing whatever, the downtime in like building a shop or doing that whole type of thing would end up, I think, costing us more money. Matt, the shop is actually really cheap for what it is.
Yeah.
Because again, I got in here
7-8 years ago.
Yeah, and shop rent only recently went up this last year, but it's still really cheap for what it is.
Yeah.
And I mean, price per square, like I would be paying double to do something. Obviously, I could put a shop there. I have an acre of land, and I could do that. But again, then you're not in like a commercial area. You're not in a commercial zone. Like I like getting up and like leaving the house. If anybody's ever like worked from home, which I'm sure a lot of people do, you know, it's when you're at home, you're still at home, you know, and kids and all that other stuff. Like when I come down here, it's like, all right, we're working. When I go home, I'm home, you know, versus like still at work, out to the shop, you know, or, you know, in the middle of the afternoon or whatever, like be like, all right, well, hey, watch these kids real quick, you know, and as much of that isn't, you know, it's not too big of a deal, but, you know, I think at the level that we're trying to do this at, I think we would hopefully outgrow the shop at the house really soon. So that's, again, kind of why I really like the commercial space. I like the little community that we have in the shop complex. Like if we need help, there's guys with tools, there's guys with forklifts, there's guys with paint booths, you know, it's just like a cool little community of people that we have over here. And, you know, I like that aspect of it too. Everybody kind of watches out for each other's stuff. And, yeah. Okay, swap the S14 for Drift Week, and then next finish the S10 after Drift Week. Really want to see that thing move under its own power. Yeah, I mean it runs it just it's knocking. So yeah. We gotta figure that out. Are you gonna do a Moody Sean?
We got one right here, boys.
The Moody. Let's flip that around. Mad Sean. Mad Sean. I wondered what he was doing. Maybe we should go back in the office. I wonder if the internet will be a little bit better in there.
Pop some water into us.
Evo 9, so expensive. Yeah, the Evo 9 is really expensive. So you pretty much can't buy an Evo 9 with under 100,000 miles on it for under like 20,000. So
What happened to all our food?
the food?
Yeah, what happened to all our food?
I don't know. I'll take some fruit snacks though. Where's Dave at? He'll come.
Yeah.
He'll come.
Dave will hear this through the live stream, and he'll be able to, in no time, to get himself some snacks.
Dave likes snacks.
Our snacks.
Oh, pudding?
You want some pudding?
Yeah.
You want some pudding, honey?
Oh. Actually, I'm probably not gonna eat pudding on the.
Don't want to ruin your dinner, huh?
Yeah, I don't want to ruin the. I don't want to ruin the live stream with it. All right, guys. So what other questions do you got? Questions, concerns? Would you guys like me to go live again? We'll probably end up going live tomorrow again for the end of the giveaway because that's just what we do.
I think maybe too we might kind of take some questions and do kind of not exactly what Dave does necessarily, but
I mean that's what Dave does.
Yeah.
He does questions and answer.
But just to kind of be more
I got,
involved with our viewers and our subscribers and our watchers.
I got mad at David one time because he like got mad at somebody in the thing. They were like, hey, something to ask a question. He's like, well, why don't you watch the video? And I was like, Dave, well, like, what's the point of a question in like a Q&A? Mm-hmm. He's like, yeah, you're right. But I just told him, I was like, he was just asking a question. Don't
grow your long hair, you'll look like Jesus.
Who, me?
Yeah, that's what somebody said.
I used to look like Velma.
I wish I could pull the picture up for you guys, but it'd take me quite a while to find it. But yeah, you look literally like Velma from Scooby-Doo with his haircut in middle school.
When I was in middle, because I had long hair and I had it like, you know, the old sweep. So you'd have to do. He had that too.
I did too for a little bit.
Yeah. And then once you
coconut head haircut.
Yeah, once you were done, like when you cut it off, you'd still like sit there and like.
And there's no hair there.
Give yourself a little flip, you know. Are you on Hoonigan? Yeah, I did so Drift Week. There's like a. So I think Hoonigan Autofocus did a feature on the 2JZ Mustang, and then we did Yeah, I think we did a build break. I don't know what we did with them, but yeah, the 2GZ Mustang was on Hoonigan stuff. For
What's
Drift Week.
the horsepower goal for the Evo wagon? If you want to maybe get into that a little bit, we've kind of been tossing up the idea of just basically the basis of this build is an OEM Evo wagon. So it's kind of what we're shooting for. We have tossed around the idea of building the 2.4 came out of the actual Lancer wagon originally, because you can do like a poor man's, like a big block Evo build, basically like a poor man's Evo with a 2.4 liter. But we also have a good motor that came out of our donor Evo. We still haven't decided exactly what we're gonna do horsepower wise. Maybe put the basically factory motor in it for now, and then kind of cruise around for a little bit. And then we have more time down the road to maybe build that door and then swap it out with that. But it's kind of, I don't know. What do you think? What are we gonna do with it?
I mean, there's two sides, of that, because it was like the way we're going with the paint and body work and all that other stuff. Like, part of me wants to just do like a crazy build, but then also I feel like the car, I'd like to keep it around for a while. And so obviously with cars like this, where like you have so much work into them, they just kind of turn into a channel car. And I don't want to like waste all the content just by like now, just like, because I don't know, kind of, I feel like what happened with the Super is like I just got it done and then that was it. I didn't really do much with it. I didn't really like, I haven't turned it up, like, so I've been debating on like pulling that thing in, like build the motor, swap out the tranny, do some other stuff, and like, have 1,000 horsepower Supra. But like the Evo wagon, I think that the cool part of the Evo wagon is that it's an Evo wagon, not that it's a 700 horsepower Evo wagon.
Just the fact that it's an actual Evo wagon
Yeah.
to begin with.
And that thing, 450 horsepower, is going to be really freaking fast. And, as far as like a daily side of things. So I don't know. I think we might end up throwing the engine in stock for a little while. Obviously, maybe put bigger turbo injectors, make like 450 horse. And then eventually like build that 2.4 on the side and then have like a 800 plus horsepower Evo wagon. But I would definitely like to enjoy the car. I don't know, at this point, like it's kind of a catch-22, because I feel like at this time doing the paint and body work, like I could order the pistons and rods and build the other engine, put a nice clutch in it, and at that point, like the only thing that's keeping me from making it could be a 400 horsepower Evo wagon, or it can be an 800 horsepower wagon. Turn up the boost and tune it, and that would be it. So, I don't know. Somebody said 1,000 horsepower Supra is probably not worth ruining the Supra. I mean, I've thought about that too. Like like my Supra is so good right now. Like you could just get in it. Like you could get it and floor it, and it like doesn't want to kill you, which is cool. Because it's still fast. I mean, it ran a 10.9 on street tires. Still a really fast car. It looks good. It sounds good. And like, do I need 1,000 horsepower Supra? And that's kind of, haven't really justified it. So, 1,000 horsepower rainy day Supra. I really want to build. I thought it would be kind of funny, the really, really wrecked Supra that's outside, that I took a lot of the donor parts off it, but like build it essentially as like a burnout. Like basically just put it on a frame rack, pull it out as much as we possibly sort of structure back into it with a cage, and then do a 2JZ with a power glide and have a burnout car, like a Supra burnout car for the Cletus and Cars events. Just because I think that, there's obviously in all those events, there's so much like V8, it's just V8 noises and superchargers and blowers and nitrous and zoomies and all that stuff. But I think like what burnout competitions are really missing is some 2J noises. And
what about that OM606 and the Supra for a burnout? You think that thing would like redline for a while?
I don't know. I think a 2JZ would last longer
and
and sound cooler than the thing. So like, but like my 2JZ Mustang, like at the, we took Jameson Cars burnout thing, and I thought, it sounded cool. It sounded just like gunshots, like the whole time, just because the so I don't know. I like 2Js. I like 2J noises. Crazy how expensive they are. now.
Especially now, yeah, they went up in price like crazy, didn't they?
Yeah, big time. I bought my first 2J for my S14,
$1,800 or something.
$1,800 shipped. Now they're like $7,500. Same thing. Nuts. Listen to Cooper's. That thing sounded pretty wicked. Yeah. Super with the Barra. Yeah, the 2JZ burnouts are they hit different, you know. That make Mustang into 4 doors. I don't really want to do a 4-door Mustang. I don't know. I don't know what to do with the Mustang either. Like, it's such a cool car, but I think I almost liked it more without the wrap on it. Because then it was just like, oh, there's a Mustang, but then it's like, oh shit, like that thing has 2J in it, you know? Because right now with like the wrap, I feel like it kind of makes it look like it's like a really like extravagant like car. So like when you see the hood in it, when you pop the hood and it has a 2J, you're like, oh yeah, I guess that makes sense, you know. But like if it just was like a clean paint body, and then all of a sudden you heard it drive by, you'd be like, what the hell is that? And then it had a 2J in it, you'd be like, wow, that's actually really cool. So we're not going to call the winner tomorrow. We should know in about a week or so. Time to get that 8-second pass with the Civic. It ran a 9:01 at like the very last day. Has the 7.3 van sold? No, still haven't. Some nice racing seats. So I honestly love the stock Recaros. I think they're like the most comfortable like seat, like sitting in that car, giveaway car. It's nuts how comfortable those seats are. So probably just leave the stock 9 seats in it because they're so nice. Put a ring on Jamie. So there's, I don't know, we're delaying that just because of, I'd say like tax purposes, insurance purposes, things like that. It's financially makes more sense not to right now because she's still on her her dad's insurance, like her dad's health insurance and stuff like that. And then technically like her being an employee, I don't know. I won't get into whole like tax things, but it's more beneficial how it is right now. So and the can came out dope. I wish we could get some USDM ones for my 7. John Simmons, he's like, you know, Jamie's been an awesome to my life, and you know, obviously it hasn't been. I think with most relationships, people, especially on the internet, you see somebody, and you see somebody drive. Like if somebody's seen me driving like the Supra, they could probably look at me and say, "Screw that guy. He's got a nice Supra," you know. But nobody knew what it took to build that Supra, you know. And I think that is kind of like a relationship, you know. There's you could go out and buy a relationship, and are you going to appreciate it? Maybe not. You could go out and build a relationship, and you know, and you'll probably appreciate it, you know. And I've been in, I'd say, good relationships, bad relationships in the past, and you know, kind of same thing with a car. Like you don't know, you don't really know, like if your first car ever was like a freaking loaded to the hill, brand new like Audi, you know, but appreciate anything else, you know, like that's the new standard, and you don't even care about it. Whereas like if your first car was a 1998 Chevy Cavalier with a 3-speed auto in no Camry, and it has like the AC works, and I'm stoked, you know, like I'm like, damn, this thing's way better than my Cavalier. So it's a cool deal. But let's see, we had a super chat. Dukes of Hazzard, appreciate the hustle.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. Whatever happened to the budget E46? So I sold it. Sold it to a buddy here in town. He's been drifting it and doing some other stuff. So I'm gonna want to ride in the Evo wagon when I come to get my Evo after I win it.
Well, all you got to do is paint it, and then we can drive it. So
yeah, we'll just paint it and we'll drive it. So, Road Warrior 72. So I actually sold the Integra 240 to Road Warrior Nathan. He bought it, and then he drifted it, and then he wrecked it, and then he fixed it, and then he sold it, and then he bought a G.
we went and bought that thing together years ago. The Integrity.
We bought it twice.
We went and bought it out in
County.
Out in county, yeah. I remember that.
And then I got rid of it and it came back. I missed Dave's knees. Yeah, Dave hasn't had the knees out for a while. It's been winter around here. Mercedes diesel. Big fan of the Mercedes diesel. Do you need a moderator? Oh, I love moderators. Let's see.
Add moderator.
Add moderator. How you doing?
There you go.
I like moderators. That joke. What would you build a Fox Mustang again? If so, what drivetrain? Actually, so I bought
One for
Sean.
me.
Sean had a notchback Mustang. This was probably what 2 years ago,
Yeah, 2 or 3 years ago.
and I ended up buying it from him. So I have a notchback Mustang, a notchback Fox body with no engine or tranny in it because he pulled it out because he was actually going to do an interesting swap in it. What was
So I
that?
was gonna put a 3-liter super high output show motor out of the old square body Tauruses. The 3-liter, not the. I think they were 3 liters and 3.2s, and they came out with a little bit bigger one in the later models. But so I still have the motor. Actually, I unfortunately sold the car to Trevor, but that might be something that I've kind of been thinking about doing it again, just because it would be a super. I think it'd be a super cool swap. I like those show motors a lot.
Maybe we could turbo it or something.
Yeah, exactly. I
Well-
have the motor, and so basically the 4-speed, from what I understand, the 4-speed manual transmissions out of the Rangers basically have the same bell housing bolt pattern as those 3-liter show motors do. So you can basically mount up a 4-speed manual transmission out of a Ranger onto that thing, and that was kind of my plan with it. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to even really start on that thing, and then I ended up selling the shell to Trevor, but it's still here at the shop, so eventually at some point we'll end up doing something with it, whether Trevor decides to do something with it, or maybe I buy it back and I do something with it, or it's kind of just on the back burner for sure, obviously. But we do have a notchback back there. I think it's an 89 Fox body notchback, so.
Of winning the Evo for me is 0. Well, if you're sleeping on the giveaway, like you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take, and that's just how it is. You can't win if you don't get entered. You gotta. I know other people. Obviously people have stuff going on in their lives, and financially or just whatever. They don't live in the United States. Like obviously there's ways, but got to put effort into stuff to make it happen. When is the Datsun going to get some? I don't know. Travis snacking like the dude from Tokyo Drift. Should we redo that scene? I'll get some fruit snacks, and I'll just be sitting there eating the fruit snacks. When are you guys going to build Sean or Ty a car? So Ty has a CRX, and then Sean essentially had the old Mustang type of thing. Maybe we should just do like a
Yeah, I'll probably
a build off or something.
Probably here at some point I want to start building something just on the side, in my free time at the shop. So I don't know when that will be, but I definitely do plan on doing that at some point.
What's the setup on the giveaway car? So I don't know. Does anybody have any questions about the giveaway car? Do you want to go out there and like look at it? We'll point at stuff. We'll tell you what it is. What's the faith of Ty's CRX? Eventually, I think we're gonna case. I mean, it was already K ready. It already had a K swap in it, and so like I have some K series stuff, and I don't think he has any K series stuff, but it has a lot of K series stuff in it. So build, tune, race, repeat. That's right. Yeah, I know a guy. Build, tune, race. Let's see my baby. Like on the whole Evo thing, as long as you don't like launch them, beat the crap out of them, the stock tranny and TKs are good for a while. So, I mean, I think eventually, like if somebody took this thing to the drag strip every weekend, it probably wouldn't be too happy. But the Evo would look sick in midnight purple. We said that. Like I said that about the Evo wagon, because that when we painted the giveaway car midnight purple, I was just like, man, this car is so sick. Like the color is just so sick. Connection sucks. Dang it. K-swap my 2005 Insight. But we're not only getting a chance to win a sick car, but we're also helping out the channel. Yeah, I mean, that is essentially what, I think it works really cool. And you're not only like getting a chance to win the car, but you also take home merch. You get merch. So it's
awesome merch. I wear Emotional stuff every day, not even just because I work. It's just quality. It's quality merchandise. It's quality clothing. I like it. So
yeah, and it's like when you go to the lottery, the chances of winning like the lottery are just ridiculous. It's like 1 in 1.7 million or whatever. But people literally go out and buy tickets every day, every Friday when they get paid. And again, you ain't gonna win if you don't play. But with essentially what we're doing, you get merchandise. So not only do you get a chance to win, the car, you also get merchandise. You have hats, you have hoodies, you have stuff that you have LED pen lights, you have leggings for your girlfriend, you get a coffee cup. We have coffee cups on the website, by the way. But like, it's, again, it's not just like you go home empty-handed. And again, we're not just some Instagram page that started up yesterday and we bought a freaking Lamborghini or whatever. Not saying that those guys, the guys that are giving away Lamborghinis, they've been doing it a while. But like, we didn't just start up yesterday with no following, no whatever. Like, I've been on YouTube for over 10 years. We've been building cars. We've been doing that stuff. And, now, here we are trying to do giveaways and stuff, all to like pay our bills, but also like give back, do some other content and, do stuff like that. So, I mean, it's pretty cool. Evo box and the mystery box. And I'm gonna soon be grabbing more even after the giveaway. Well, I appreciate that. The clothes are actually super quality, and the hoodie, I got the hoodie on right now. Yeah, see, we all got the Boost Weather hoodies on.
Yeah.
Just the shipping is something that we've, especially out of state, shipping prices have just gone up and up and up. We used to be able to ship a priority package, like you guys used to pay, like I think right under $10. Like it was like $8.90 or $9, like on the first giveaway for a priority mail package. And now I think it's about $14 for a priority shipment, which is like anything that's over a pound. So like hoodies, detail products. Also, if you're gonna go to the website and buy like one detail product, you might as well buy two, because the shipping, essentially the shipping price from one detail bottle to like if you bought the full advanced detail kit, a hat, a hoodie, a coffee cup, a stick, whatever, it's like the same price. And if you spend over $100, it's free shipping. So I mean, that's the other thing too. But yeah, shipping can take a long time too. And also, we are a small operation over here. I mean, we're scaling up, but definitely not. We don't have a warehouse. We don't have all that other stuff. Somebody asked where the Can-Am is. So essentially, I sold it. That's what we'll leave it there. So, how far out is merch shipping? So, if we have whatever it is in stock, it'll typically go out. If you order it on Friday, it'll, if there's other stuff in queue, it'll probably go out Monday, Tuesday if we have it in stock. If not, it could be a week, it could be 2 weeks, it could be 3 weeks. We try not to have anything, go past 3 to 4 weeks on stuff, but it does happen occasionally. So don't pay for like overnight shipping or priority shipping unless it's over the the weight threshold, if you don't need to, because if we don't have it in stock, we can't ship it. And if you pay for 2 days shipping and we get it in 2 weeks, you're going to get it in a week and 2 days. So did your daughter get to ride in the third seat a lot? She seemed like she liked it. She rode around the shop a couple of times, but like I said, we ended up selling that thing. So the Can-Am is no more. What phone are you streaming this on? So I recently just I had an iPhone 8 Plus for a long time. And then now I recently, within the last week or so, upgraded to the iPhone 12 Pro Max, basically. So the big dog one. So you should bring out a no more spot welds top. Yeah. Do merch deal with Amazon, saves all the shipping and labor. Yeah, we've been looking into some other stuff. I've looked into like some third-party fulfillment, but I really do like having it in-house. I like being able to print our own shirts. We don't print all of our own shirts right now. We print we print some of the stuff, the easier stuff, and then we are outsourcing, to a local screen printer like the Boost Weather hoodies and stuff, just because they can do a better job than we can, and we strive to maintain that quality. So we're essentially like practicing and learning on all of our stuff. So if you guys want something that we printed in-house, like the Evo badge tee, if you buy the Evo giveaway box, I think 3 or 4 of those, 3 out of the 4 shirts in there we print ourselves, or at least 2 of them that we print ourselves. But yeah, I mean, essentially we're learning and growing the screen printing side as well as everything else. So we that's just the goal, is eventually we'll have a lot of stuff in-house, or eventually we'll have nothing in-house. I mean, it's hard to say depending on where the business grows and stuff. What about the Renly side by side? We talked about that a little bit ago, but it's basically just hanging out in the shop. I kind of started on it at, I think, the wrong time. and didn't really think it was going to take that long because I was essentially wanted to get it done to go out to Glamis with the Boosted Boys and Side by Side and Cletus and all those guys, and we would have literally had to build it in like less than a week. So that was it. Somebody said Demo Ranch better watch out. I think YouTuber merch is. I think Ranch is obviously that is an awesome setup, but I'm just saying there's plenty to go around in the side of like YouTube merch because there's literally like hundreds of thousands of YouTubers, and any one of those could blow up overnight, and they could essentially need their own merch. Or there's channels with 20 to 100,000 subscribers, that need their merch done. And there's so many YouTube channels, and I think that unless Bunker Branding was like, all across the United States, they had multiple locations. I don't think that I would be doing anything. I wouldn't be taking anything away from them essentially by fulfilling other people's merch. So I think it's a great business model, and it just makes sense because he was in the same situation as us. If you guys aren't familiar, Bunker Brandy is owned by Matt from Demolition Ranch, and I actually was talking to him about it when I went to the Houston Cletus and Cars. Was just asking about kind of how that all came about, his own merch or getting merch sold because of delays with local screen printers, quality issues, all that type of stuff, and then also trying to do it yourself sucks. Like you have to literally hire people to do it right, or spend a bunch of money on like some third party fulfillment like Teespring or something, and they just take so much of the cut. And then again, it doesn't really feel. They're wondering what you're hitting over there.
Oh, smoking cigarettes. Oh, just this guy.
What is this thing?
Just a little views.
Little views.
That gas station. I don't even know why I have it, to be honest with you.
So last week, Sean was like, he was like, "Oh, I'm done with this thing by the end of the day."
So I gave it to him.
So he gave it to me, which was the wrong thing to do. And then his girlfriend ended up like bringing him, like sneaking him another one like halfway through the day. Cause
I need that deal back.
And I was like, no.
He had me doing some drum brakes on what year is that thing?
It was a 2000.
2000 400, and they were pretty bad. So I was getting pretty pissed. I was like, buddy, I need my cigarette back.
And I was like, nope. So he had his girlfriend bring him one, but it was just funny. So that's what he's been, that little, hey, I quit cigarettes using those things.
Well, it's good if that's what works for you. I hate this damn thing, but I always have it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it.
Cadence, Spotify, Mad Vape, Sean. Seen let me get those pods.
He was telling me where did he wanted to trade for something, I forget.
Yeah, one of my friends said the Evo is going to need some transmission love.
It's a 5-speed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the 6-speeds are the ones that
the 6-speed ones are
the ones that have the issues.
Mm-hmm.
The 5-speeds have a lot. The way the guy explained it to us, what was his name that explained it to us, was they basically use the same housing for the 6-speed
Mm-hmm.
and the 5-speed. So the 6-speed gears are basically thinner.
Mm-hmm.
So because they fit in the same housing. So the 5-speed trannies are more so the, I guess,
they're
bulletproof. They're the better trannies to have out of the 5 or 6-speed as far as Evo is concerned. And our giveaway car does have the 5-speed transmission in it.
You need to do a video on the GMC diesel Denali, that big money right now.
You had one.
I think he's talking about. You need to do a video on rebuild a GMC diesel Denali. That's big money right now. I wonder if he's talking about like the new.
Because what year did you have? Was it an 18?
Oh yeah, that was it was a 2019.
Oh, 2019.
It was a wrecked Denali, but it was really, really wrecked.
Yeah.
So I sent it back through the auction. But I was gonna do that. 4th gen 4Runner content. So I bought a 3rd gen 4Runner. The 4th gen 4Runner, everything kind of got shut down, and then we had another baby, and then it wasn't like, I don't know. We haven't like had a chance to actually take that thing out in the mountains and do some other stuff. So hopefully this summer we'll have some time to do that. But I still have the 4Runner. Plan for the rainy day Supra. I'm saving it for a rainy day. Check the V6 Evo on PR. Yeah, I've seen that. What's up, Trevor? How you doing? From outside looking in, definitely looks like production is up having Sean there. Yeah, I mean, 100%. It's the Evo wagon would for sure be taking a lot longer than it is now. So I'm coming to film Trev tomorrow. You can put my paycheck on layaway. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
again, if you are a videographer, a filmer, an editor, whatever in Colorado, I'd like to do something with somebody local, but we could do some remote edits. One thing that I'm looking for is a videographer. So videographer slash video editor. So if you guys have any examples of your work or anything that you've done, or if you edit for anybody else or know anybody who edits, that is one thing that I would like to kind of take off of my plate, because I do spend a lot of time editing the videos, and hopefully you guys see that in the latest videos. Appreciate all the the views and everybody watching all the Evo Wagon stuff. So
Is it Sean, or Sean? So it's Sean, Sean. I see you guys a lot of people are on here commenting and asking how to correctly spell my name. So it's Sean is how you spell my name.
hey Trevor, thoughts? Would you ever daily an Alfa Romeo Giulia or Quadrifoglio, aka a 4-door Ferrari? Yeah, so Dave has actually been looking at those because he wants the seats to put in his wagon. So I've been looking at those. I didn't realize how cool they were, but they're like a little twin turbo V6 thing that sounds all rowdy. Yo guys, what's up from the Springs? Love the content and just the passion you guys have. Would love to meet you guys, maybe learn some things. Yeah, I mean, should be doing some events this year for sure. Thumbnails are sick lately. Yeah, so the thumbnails, that's one thing that I've been, if you guys haven't been paying attention to the videos or watching them a whole lot, Jamie has been killing it with the thumbnails recently. I've been on Clubhouse. That is like an app. It's basically kind of like if you guys know about it, it's basically like a audio only, kind of like a rolling podcast where people kind of have a stage and they talk about topics, and you can bring up people from the audience if you raise your hand. And there's a lot of people talking about like YouTube and content strategies and stuff like that. And one of the things that I've got a lot of value out of in those groups was the thumbnail, the first 15 seconds of the videos, really like focusing on the audience's time and valuing their time. So like, that's one thing that I really wish I did a lot better of back in the day when I was doing the super videos, is really like not wasting the audience's time. Because I did, like, I know it's a meme on the channel now, but I literally did like 10 primer videos, and it would be like a 30-minute video of me priming the car and talking about stuff and rambling and just going on and on and on. And I felt like I really kind of hurt myself, or held myself back growth wise by not valuing the audience's time, because if I should edit the videos down, instead of having a 30-minute video, it should have been a 12-minute video and right to the point, And so I've been trying to cut down the videos a lot more and make them a lot stronger content wise. So videos are taking a little bit longer to get out, but hopefully they're a little bit better. And I know that there's guys that they would literally watch a 5-hour video of me standing on a car, but at the end of the day, like, YouTube is not going to push that video, because the people that click on it, they're going to skip off after the first 5 to 7 minutes, and YouTube just isn't going to push that content. So it's a blend. You gotta do what you want, what you're passionate about, but you also have to film it and package it in a way that the audience, which you guys, is willing to watch it and wants to watch it. So definitely I felt like I've grown up a lot business wise, mentality wise, in just the last year. So yeah, I don't know, hopefully you guys see that in the videos, and we'll keep doing it. Videos are just going to keep getting better. So some of us like to sit back and watch half an hour to an hour of TV. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but with the average watch time on my videos is about 8 to 10 minutes. So in it typically like drops, like within the first minute of the video, it drops to about 60% view duration, between 70 and 60%. So within the first minute of anybody clicking on my video, like 40% of those people click off of it. So they either got bored, they came there for the title and the thumbnail, they did not get they didn't think that they were going to get what they clicked on. So they clicked off, they got distracted, they did whatever. So I don't know, there's a lot of stuff that's going through my brain in that stuff. And man, I tell you what, I've been the probably the most stressed I've been in a while, just trying to figure out, the business side of this thing and really try to push it and make it make sense for everybody. You know, obviously having, you know, hiring, you know, my friends and, you know, again, like I said, it's how many people full time? It's
Four. Well, Jamie.
four and Jamie,
Yeah.
and so Jamie, you know, like does the thumbnails and helps with, you know, Instagram posting and all that other type of stuff. But essentially, like, is that four? No, that's five.
Me, you, Blake, Ty, and Jamie.
And Jamie.
Yeah, so
That's
five.
five. So essentially, like five full time employees. It's definitely stressful, you know, especially when you go through like the actual way of hiring them with you know, doing like the workman's comp and just the insurance, and it's just like business, man. It's nuts. So
Started a screen printing business.
That's awesome, yeah.
That is awesome.
yeah, screen printing is a lot of fun. It's like painting a car, you know. I mean, it's pretty cool. So is the wagon going to be Sean's? So essentially, no, the wagons. I see a lot of people say that like in the comments of like, oh, is the wagon going to be Sean's, or am I going to give it to him? And essentially, like Sean's an employee, like building the cars with me essentially for the channel. So whether it's my car, whether it's the channel car, whether it's a giveaway car, obviously he's getting paid to be here to work on it. I mean, if it was a situation where it was like he's living at the shop, I'm not paying him,
Yeah.
you know, doing something like that, like how it is now more so around here, it's like we get here at 10, we go home at 6, you know, it's like it's the typical 40-hour work week, and that's how we're treating it. And his job is essentially to build the cars, and you know, my job essentially is to do like everything in between, whether it's filming, editing, building cars, writing checks, doing stuff, paying rent, you know, it's there's lots of stuff. So obviously everything has been so much better since he's been here, because there's so much more content getting done. Because normally, like, there would, instead of there being 3 days per video, it'd probably almost be a week for me to like spend that much time on the car, but film it, edit it, do it, all that other stuff. So it's definitely, you know, it's a business, and that's how we're treating it. And you know, I mean, maybe eventually I'll give Sean a car or something like that, but
I'm fine with just building something of my own here at some point
Yeah.
when I have the means to do so, have the time.
yeah. Any idea on the next giveaway car? I only bought an Evo box, so odds are forever not in my favor. I mean, so I wouldn't say like buying a sticker versus buying, you know, $1,000 worth of stuff. It literally is just essentially just random, you know. Like as long as you essentially entered and you have a chance, that's better than everybody else who didn't. And where we're at with our scale stuff, like obviously we're on the smaller scale of like the giveaways and that type of stuff, and especially compared to the lottery, it's just ridiculous. So I think your chances of winning something with us is, you know, a lot better than, you know, let's say the lottery, or maybe because of how many people enter those ones. And again, like the more, like the bigger of the car, the more stuff you have to sell. And we've, you know, kind of running into the thing with this Evo giveaway is that we've had so much money in the car and we've spent so much money on the ads that it's really not like going to make like a lot of money. Like looking at like the numbers between like this giveaway and like our first giveaway, like our first giveaway was almost the best giveaway, you know, but we didn't run any ads. Nobody else was doing giveaways. Now it's like we're in this market where there's literally like 40 other giveaways giving cars away all the time. They're giving Lamborghinis, they're doing trucks, they're doing $40,000 cash, they're doing $60,000 cash. It's just ridiculous. And so part of me like wants to like scale down the giveaway and not run ads to where like, hey, we give away a $5,000 Turbo Civic, you know, for 2 weeks or something like that. Or instead of it being a 30 to 45 day giveaway where you really, really have to like lots of sales, lots of ads, lots of everything all at once, have it be like 120 day giveaway where we're building the car, like, and there's one video out on a week, one video out a week on just that build, where it's like, hey, we're giving away this diesel truck, but it's over the course of 4 months, so we're not running Facebook ads and we're not shoving the giveaway down your throat, like trying to get you to do stuff because like we have to, because we got to sell a lot of stuff in a short amount of time in order to make it make sense to where we could, move on. So I don't know. There's lots of strategies. We're gonna play with it here and there, but again, at the end of the day, I really do appreciate you guys supporting, what we do, whether it's watching the videos, whether it's buying merch, getting it entered for the giveaways, liking the video, sharing the video, and one of the things going back into the stuff I've learned on Clubhouse and talking, because there's like people from YouTube, like they'll get in those rooms, they'll answer questions. There's huge creators. I was in a room with like Mr. Beast the other night, or not the other night, it was like 2 weeks ago. I don't know if he's been back on since that little thing, but huge creators, lots of strategy, people that work for YouTube in those rooms talking about stuff. And it I would say one of the things that you guys could do for me the best is just watch another video. So like if I put out a video, watch more of it, whether it's you set the phone down, like if you're on the toilet or whatever, like set it down, put it in your pocket while it's still playing, listen to it, whatever. Like don't close off the video and just watch it. Like the more watch time that I get on the video within the first hour of it. So like if you guys get a notification for the video and you click on it, but then you get busy or you're at work or whatever, so then you just like go back to it later, it like kind of downgrades that video. Whereas if like I've noticed it on certain videos, like I'll post something and then in the first hour, if it does really well in that first hour, it pushes it above the trending like of my channel average. And so I would say, like, if you guys want to support me and help out, obviously the merch is awesome. But watching another video or watching the whole video is what would really help out. Whether it's a same video in that build series, or whether it's going back in my library of 2 years ago and see how bad the super videos were back then. So that's probably, man, I need to drink some water. Sean, you
All right.
you get something.
What's up, guys? yeah, go ahead. What's up with the S14? So I'm assuming they're talking about your drift car. It's still here at the shop. It's
Hey, no, I sold it.
Oh, did you?
Maybe I'm gonna buy it back.
New shop build. Your current space is cool, but I know your new shop will be a builder's paradise.
Yeah, I would I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
All right, buddy, go ahead. I'll take care of this. Any bad car wreck story? So fortunately, no, not for Trevor or I. What's my favorite build so far? So my favorite build's been back with Trevor is obviously this Evo wagon that we're doing now. Brap company. If I win the Evo, I'll give it to Sean. I already have a built Evo sitting in my garage. I just buy stuff to support the channel. I want to see Trevor be successful. Right on, man. I appreciate that. That'd be great. Good. Best of luck to you. Sean, where were you before Motion Auto? So I've kind of been with Trevor off and on, like we talked about a little while ago, for the past 10 to 12, maybe 15 years. I've done different things on the side. I did apprentice electrical work. I did some water damage restoration, stuff like that. I've had a few different jobs, few and far between, but this has always kind of been home for me, and I'm glad to be back. So, let's see. Just gonna make like a fetus and head out. Take care, guys. Keep up the great work. Thanks, Kurt. Have a good night, buddy. So, might be personal, but can you talk about your prison time and how you've made your comeback? So, I don't try and talk about it a lot, but it has been mentioned before in the video. So, I actually did go to prison for about a year and a half. I kind of got involved with some bad people and kind of started headed down a dark path with drugs and stuff like that, and kind of started doing things that obviously were illegal that I shouldn't have been involved in, and got caught. Luckily, I'm thankful that I did, and I'm back now and better than ever. So that's kind of just the basis with that. I'm not going to go into detail about it, but yes, I did spend about a year and a half in prison and just got out this last year. And actually, from the day I got out, Trevor had me working for him, so I've been here since then, and I plan to stay here for the long haul. So
yeah, he's here to stay. So,
have you owned any Hondas?
Oh man,
we both have owned quite a few Hondas. So in high school, I built a 540 horsepower DC2 GSR. I spent like 3 years building the thing. Trevor helped me on it. That's kind of how we started building our relationship when we were younger with my Integra and his Datsun. And So it took me like 3 years to build the thing. I love that car. And then I drove around for 6 months and ended up selling it. So I'm still upset with myself for that, but I was young and dumb at the time and wish I could find it and buy it back.
I mean, that's what happens. That's what happened with the Evo. I mean, sometimes just life happens, and you just, that's it. So, and like I said, getting back into the whole Sean thing. I mean, like I was pissed at him for a long time because I'm like, man, like there's so much potential here, and there's so much stuff that we could be doing, should have been doing,
The
whatever.
whole time.
And like we've talked about it, a lot even this last week, and it's just like, we're here now. He's here now, and we're basically picking up where
we left off, trying to make up all the time that we lost together. So
yeah. And
Yeah,
as far as civics though, I had a spreadsheet. So I had a spreadsheet on one of my old computers of like all the cars that I essentially bought and sold and did all that stuff. And it was over 200, and I think there was like 38 Civics or something on there. There was lots of Civics on
I've had
there,
a bunch
so.
of EFs and EGs.
Oh man, but there were like Civics were the moneymakers. It was
Back
like
in the
buy
day.
buy a Civic with a blown up engine, go to the junkyard,
For $250 and put a motor
pull
in
one
and
out in an
sell it.
hour, bring it home, swap it in that night, polish the headlights, throw it on, paint a bumper, kick it on Craigslist. Man, you just made $1,500.
Yeah.
Like,
EM1.
and for us being in high school, it was like, man, we were just freaking killing
Yeah.
it. So it was sick, and that's how I bought my diesel truck, the Big Dirty.
Yep.
That's why I actually ended up getting into the shop, was because I was my dad's house looked like a freaking used car lot, and so I just moved in here and started doing all that stuff, and then it was.
Yeah, me and my
It was
mom
cool.
used to get in brawls over all the cars I had outside our house throughout high school. We had a little dirt driveway, and that thing had 4 or 5 cars in it. I had a car in the garage getting oil all over the place, and she was not very pumped about it. But
Yeah.
I appreciate all the support, guys. I really do. I do appreciate that very much.
Yeah, I mean, Sean's a good dude. He's always been there, and I mean, out of anybody, he's screwed himself.
Yeah.
And I think
Absolutely.
that he obviously realizes that, and is
But life's all about making mistakes and learning from them, guys. That's what it's all about. And I'm living proof that you can do that. You can mess up and you can go to jail, or you can go to prison, or you can have a drug addiction, and you can turn your life around. I'm living proof of that every day. So you can definitely do it.
Yeah.
You just got to keep pushing and move forward in the right direction.
Yeah, exactly, and that's we're just moving on.
Yeah.
We're moving forward, and they say how do you eat an elephant? How do you climb Mount Everest? How do you do
Yep.
whatever? And it's literally one day at a time. And as much as the internet looks easy, there's everybody deals with shit.
Everybody.
Whether
Whether you talk about it or post it on there online, or or just keep it to yourself. We all go through stuff. So
yeah, exactly.
it's just how you rebound. It's how you come back from the stuff you've dealt with, or the stuff you've gone through. That's what matters the most. Is every future has a past, and I live by that. So
Yeah. Somebody called me TJ Hunt. So, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with being, positive or inspirational. I mean, there's some people get lucky. I mean, seriously, they do. They don't have any shit. They haven't dealt with anything. They don't have to do stuff. They haven't had issues like that. And, I mean, some people do. I mean, there's people that are going through stuff that you can't even freaking imagine, and
Yep.
things that you think are the end of the world. Like, people would trade like literally anything to be in your shoes or whatever. And I mean, I don't want to turn this into a full motivational thing, but
everybody, you guys comment a lot and kind of ask about it every now and again, about me and my story and where I came from, and we've kind of touched on that a few times throughout this live stream with me and Trevor and friendship, and how we kind of got together, and then also my side of things with where I've been the last couple of years. So that's kind of the story on that. And
so I essentially kind of wanted to do like a Patreon, thing. So essentially, once we get to the 100 Patreon subscribers and Sean puts on the leggings,
yeah, we can definitely get more into it and
do
talk
like
about it.
a podcast, sit down style of, kind of where we started, where, maybe go into more detail and stuff. But yeah, I mean, we're doing it. We're doing something. I don't know what it is, but we're here. So, and I hope that you guys see that. Obviously, I think we've had 300 people on here for a while. Hope you see more than anything that we're real people.
Yeah.
You know, like
we're not just we're like you said, we're just real people. We have life problems and bills and families and stuff just like the rest of you guys. So
I got a mountain of stuff.
stuff outside to work on,
out in the shop that I got a hoarding problem. You know, so.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's life, man. It's crazy. It's nuts. But burnout in what? I don't think we have anything that, I mean, unless you want to do a burnout in your truck.
I really would rather not rip my tires.
I have that Mercedes definitely won't do a burnout. No, did it do a burnout? The wagon? You haven't even seen
tried.
You've never even
The old one?
Have you rode in the wagon? I don't think we've started it.
It
hasn't moved.
The one that I fixed?
No, the wagon right there.
Oh no, not the old one.
You're talking about the diesel Mercedes.
Yeah, no, you're talking about this old wagon.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
I don't know what we do with burn. Yeah, I really don't. I really don't. Feel like
so normally
my truck,
I
do a burnout
I could fire up the old freaking 2-stroke KTM dirt bike and
yeah, we do a burnout on that thing.
Yeah, how about
Let's
that?
go.
How about a KTM 2-stroke dirt bike burnout and then I'm gonna cut this thing off and head home. I do need to see how my battery is doing though. I'm kind of scared. Are we pulling it out?
Just do it over here. You want to move it over here?
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll move it somewhere. So if this cuts off, it's probably because my battery died on my phone. Subaru, $4.99. Appreciate that. I would like to do a Subaru. Are we gonna do it right here?
You want to do it outside or right here? I don't need. You want to do it right here on the concrete?
We could do a donut. I mean, it's whatever. So this is what you guys get a burnout in today. Is this thing? Oh, you've never started it? Oh, good luck. So the clutch is a little finicky too. So you got to turn on the. You got to turn the fuel on. Burnouts 2020. So essentially, we tried to. I think you have to push it down to choke it, and then up to unchoke it. So essentially, Sean's gonna start that thing. We're gonna get it warming up. We're gonna end this thing with a burnout, but we need 400 likes. And Trevor was the profits good on the 7.3 and 6-liter or small profits. So I don't know. I would say like on trucks, I can make between $3,000 and $4,000 on a truck, whether it was a 7.3 or a 6-liter. And that was anything from swapping one injector and like painting the bottom of it to, painting the whole front end of it, doing 2 or 3 injectors and wheels and tires. I mean, it all depended. But fired it up. It might be a little KTM action. 23 more. Are you ready? It's probably, it's just cold. Poor little thing. But freaking 2-strokes. Sit on it good. That tire is brand new. We got to be nice to it. We got to be nice to it. But we gave you guys a burnout. And again, I appreciate all the love and support and all the comments and everything.
Thank you guys.
And
keep watching.
Again, the Evo giveaway ends tomorrow at midnight. So you guys have a little over probably about 26 hours or so until the end of this giveaway, but we are doing 10 times entries. So every dollar you spend is 10 automatic entries. Your entries are automatically tracked and calculated. You can also buy performance parts on motionautoperformance.com. So you could buy a BC Racing coilovers. You could buy an ECU Master standalone ECU. You could guys buy some injectors. You could buy some race bearings, ACL bearings for your car, whatever that we have on the site. And that will automatically get you entered. And again, This Evo is freaking crazy. It makes 735 horsepower. It is ridiculous how smooth and fast it feels, but how nice it is at the same time. Like it literally drives like a stock car that makes a bunch of turbo noise. Like you're just driving it down the road. It has a lot of torque because of the 2.3, and you're just like, you roll into it and it's just like a freaking turbo noises, all that stuff. Banners, we don't have any banners on the website. We do have leggings though. We have the hoodies. We have all that other stuff.
Should we give him a tune on the way out, you think? Or
Oh yeah, you want Sean to play you guys a tune to end this live stream?
I haven't played this piano for about a month, so
Everybody's wondering why we have a piano in the shop, and so Sean texted me one day. It was like he's like my kid or something, and he's like, "Hey, can we please get this piano, please? Like, can we bring it in the shop? Like, I'll make some TikTok videos. It'll be funny."
I don't know how to play, but nothing crazy. That's about all I got for you guys right now, but
Yeah,
I can play a few little things here and there, but
yeah. So I've been playing it a little bit here and there, but it's always funny. Like when Sean gets bored, he just like, you'll just hear the piano like get firing up, and that's how I know I need to come outside and like say, all right, we need to. That's how I know we need to move on to the next thing. But man, that's it, guys. I'll probably go live again tomorrow, and you know, to end out the giveaway like we always typically do. Then we can drive it, but appreciate you guys watching. We're gonna go ahead and end this thing right here. If you guys have any other comments or questions, leave them in the description of this, or if you guys watch this video later, I'll go ahead and try to answer some of the comments. But appreciate all the support again. MojoTV.com, merch, videos.